This is a Kirkendall Barrett presentation, darling.
Feed me, meow, meow, meow.
Because of this podcast, I'm a gay icon.
I'm so hot. I'm so good looking. My salad dressing is amazing.
Like the internet at large, there are things you can do on the internet besides porn, but most of it's porn.
A lifetime of Hallmark.
Well, hello, everybody. It is your favorite day of the week. It is time for another episode of A Lifetime of Hallmark, where we talk about your favorite movies on both Lifetime and the Hallmark Channel and try to make sense of them. I am Les Kirkendall Barrett. Hello, Jason Bowers.
Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett.
And hello, Kurt Fitzpatrick.
Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett, and hello, Jason Bowers.
Ooh, so far so good.
Yeah.
We're working with some new software, and it's working.
Yeah.
Which is nice. We're leveling as they say on RuPaul's Drag Race, we're stepping our P words up.
We are like a history of technology. If you go from
Yes.
the beginning to now,
Is it like that
going.
image of the caveman like becoming more erect?
Yeah, it's kind of like that Walt Disney World thing, that carousel of progress. That's kind of like what we are.
Okay.
Oh, I do have an announcement.
What?
I joined ancestry.com, and it seems that I am a prince. And so, therefore, I don't want any.
Oh, like Lizzie?
I don't-
Like Lizzie, the girl in this movie?
I don't want any more lip. From here on in, it's disgraceful that Anna Wintour doesn't know who I am. So there you go.
Yeah. Indeed.
So are you gonna like yell at us and booby trap us and try to poison us?
This little girl is a piece of work.
I love it. I'm like stardom young
You should
lifetime.
adopt her.
Yeah.
Somebody did adopt her in this movie.
Yeah, somebody did.
They didn't give her. They didn't give up. Good for them.
Stardom young lifetime.
I was a little
I'm telling you,
confused
man.
out of the gate as to who was going to be the bad kid. And once they honed in on it, I was like all in.
Yeah, and sometimes she had a look on her. Like sometimes there's a little bit of like, I guess, overacting, but other times she got some look on her face. I was like, oh man, you knew the assignment.
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
it done right.
But now, while I love this little girl and she was a big component of this movie, can we talk about the biggest star of this movie? The biggest.
Oh,
star.
I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about. You talking about the woman who is the woman who's the teacher?
No.
No?
I am
she's good,
talking
too.
about the first name that they show at the end credits of the movie.
I saw that. Yeah, it's the financial consultant.
Yes, financial consultant Noelle A. Zanich.
Yeah.
It's
That is
after the
so
movie
weird.
fades to black, it just says the financial consultant Noelle A. Zanich, and it like held on his name for a while, and then they went into the rest of the credits. So I looked up
What?
Noelle.
So then
What was Noelle doing
Noelle-
that was so crucial?
He
Financial
funded
consultant.
this movie, I'm assuming.
Oh, is that what they mean by that? Oh, maybe
know.
because they can't say. They're not going to say like financed by. It's
Or
financial
had
consultant.
he had some sort of hand in the money of this movie. And Noelle has worked on a lot of other movies. If you look at his credits, he has movies such as My Daughter's Psycho Friend, Escaping My Stalker,
It could be
The
a woman.
Bride He Bought Online.
oh
Well, they are. They're
Oh,
they're paying for it. This is like some billionaire. Hey, we should meet this person.
yeah. Well,
I'm loving
we've got
these
his name.
titles,
Let's
though.
look him up.
This is some billionaire who's like shelling out shells out like $100,000 for one of these movies. Like
You
makes
think
back
the
a little
budget
bit of money.
I realize the budgets are low in Lifetime. But 100 grand is it?
Yeah, I guess it's.
That's very low for a 2-hour movie.
Well, how
but then when you look at
they shoot
when you
in
think
6
about
days.
this movie, and you think about the locations, they didn't use very many locations.
No, they didn't. But I mean, even like an episode of a typical weekly episodic television is several $1 million now.
Yeah, I guess
for
I
an
guess so.
episode.
Yeah, this was.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much it was. I guess 100,000 would be low.
Yeah.
Like they didn't shoot it on an iPhone or anything like that. They might as well have.
Well,
The funniest thing about this movie, it's supposed to be in Philly. I mean, Yeah,
Oh, really?
Did you really get the Philly vibe as they were driving around? I was like,
I got Philly suburb vibe.
oh, they were supposed to be in Philly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Well,
Philly's kind of suburb.
I
didn't
guess a
get
lot of
any
people
vibe.
say Philly when they're not really right in Philly.
Well, that explains why she was like a tough little kid, right?
were driving
Our
to the
Philly-
airport.
Well, she was a tough little kid because her mom was a fucking monster.
True.
They were driving to the Philadelphia airport, which is actually like a half hour from like where I live. Like, oh my God, they were close. They were close by.
Yeah.
So it really was in that area.
No, they were shooting that. They shot that like in Toronto or somewhere like that. That wasn't.
No, I
Philly.
think they actually filmed this in Pennsylvania.
No, I saw at the end. You see, they shot in Canada. They had some
Really?
Canadian things. Yeah, they didn't shoot this in Pennsylvania.
Okay,
Really,
well-
nobody sounded like they were from Philly. That was, I mean,
They didn't
water.
necessarily cast the actors from there, but I bet they got film like tax credits.
Well, no,
to
because
film
one
there.
of the woman that plays the mom was from General Hospital.
They should have
She was
put-
Courtney on General Hospital.
They should have got Kate Winslet in this because she was in some show where she actually did that Philadelphia accent.
Yeah.
So
Mayor
they got her.
Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah, she's like water. Because I have it
Witter.
a little bit.
Wooder.
I think. Do I have it? It's not that strong with me, but I think I have
Not
it like
that strong.
slightly. I have it a little
No, you don't.
bit. A little bit.
No.
Water. No.
Well, maybe a little.
If I say water, water. It's supposed to be water, but we would say water a little bit. Yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, that was fascinating. Mommy's Little Princess.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the update? I couldn't find a Black China report or Tokyo Tony, but I do have a report about somebody else we know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
Would you like to hear this?
And now it's time for an insert name here report. Here's Clifford's Matter.
This is this is an update on Wendy Williams.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, this is from the
Yay.
international The News. Wendy Williams' conservatorship takes a permanent turn. Her life is narrowed.
okay.
This is written by H. Anjum. Okay, it's from this last month. So Wendy Williams is well known for her talk show and for being not only a journalist but a producer and even an author. But more recently, she's been overtaking the media because of her medical woes and conservatorship, which took her from running the Wendy Williams Show and multiple daytime Emmy nominations to now being in a conservatorship. That word is hard to say. Oh, here it goes again. The conservatorship is court-martialed for those unversed, okay, and was for those unversed. You don't know what that is, and was ordered because she is currently inside a New York memory care facility due to dementia and aphasia. However, it's pertinent to mention is I don't think this is written by a human. However, it's pertinent to mention is that her team is fighting this claim because the cause of her memory issues are seen to be alcohol-induced. But celebrity news reporter Rob Shooter reveals things may not be changing anytime soon, and the talk show host may also have to come to terms with it. While citing a source that spoke to the Naughty But Nice Substack wielder, they said, Wendy knows this isn't changing anytime soon. She's no longer pushing back. She's accepting it. This update also comes shortly after her own legal team said she may be free by last year's end, but now it's becoming clear that that's not the reality behind the scenes, and this is understood to be long-term. The report also calls the 61-year-old's condition to be unpredictable because she's fragile. Some days she's sharp and engaged, other days she drifts. It's very inconsistent. There's a level of comfort now, despite earlier claims saying she considered herself in a prison of sorts. She has structure, support, people taking care of her, and that matters. She's also been leaving the facility less and less. The last public sighting that people had of her featured her attending her father's funeral, which was back in February, and to date, that's the only time she's been out. Per The Insider, it tells you how much her life has narrowed. She's made peace with it. She understands this is her life now. Before concluding, they did mention it's not the ending she imagined, but it's the reality she's living.
Oh, that's really sad.
That's all I could find. There was nothing else out there. No other news reports.
I want to take
yeah.
issue with something at the very beginning of that story, though.
Okay.
When it started listing all of what Wendy is known for, it
Yeah.
said she was a journalist. Wendy Williams is a lot of things. She is not a journalist.
Well, I guess if
But what about Hot Topics?
Yeah,
She did newsworthy type stories on her show, but it was all gossipy. She's not like out there like interviewing lawmakers and shit. Like Wendy is not a journalist.
Aw.
That's not
What?
a dig against her.
Well, kick someone when they're down.
But like if I wanted to know like the news of the day, I'm not going to Wendy Williams to find it.
Well, not now.
Whoa.
Oh, well, I'm just.
Whoa.
Listen.
You could have in February. She left the facility that day.
Okay. Well, I hope she gets well. I didn't mean to bum everybody out with this sad story, but there was no Black China news. I couldn't find any, or Tokyo Tony.
I mean,
Wow, Tokyo Tony's been behaving?
Yeah, she's been on the. I guess lowdown wouldn't be the right term. She's been keeping a low profile.
Okay.
Maybe that's the Tokyo Tony news. All right, we wish Wendy
But, you
Williams the
know-
best. I apologize for my remark.
Yes, I do miss Wendy Williams, though.
Yeah.
Especially, like, you know, like the Epstein files. Whenever they talk about the Epstein files, I totally miss Wendy Williams.
Was she in them?
No, but she would be talking about it all the
okay.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She'd be like, you know, that would be #1 in Hot Topics. But,
Anyway.
you know, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
I am excited about this movie that Jason found, though.
something showed up in my Instagram feed. Wait, what was the title of this again?
Yeah, what was it? It
This
was
will be the next Lifetime movie. We
somebody
watch.
looks like somebody.
It was
My baby has your son's face, or something like that.
Let me
wait.
see.
My granddaughter has your son's face.
My granddaughter. I'm trying to understand this, like how that happened. I'm doing like a lineage.
Well,
And
Why
in other
slept with
words,
my
your
daughter.
son probably stepped out and like fathered this baby.
Yeah.
Your son. Oh, okay. All right. My granddaughter. My granddaughter has your son's face. I'd be sitting there like, what? Let me look at the lineage on this. I'm trying to figure this out.
It's a common turn of phrase, Kurt.
Oh, sure.
People say it all the time. My granddaughter has your son's face.
So yeah, so I'm like all about that.
Boy, what year of my life am I gonna? Someone gonna tell me that?
Could happen any moment.
2027.
2026.
I need to have a son. Okay.
Kurt, is there something you need to tell us?
Yes, my granddaughter has your son's face. Oh man.
Anyway, I guess let's start talking about this little girl.
Yeah, let's do it.
who-
This little girl,
Mommy's Little Princess on Lifetime.
this evil
Why beyond
Nordic
years?
little blonde girl. She thinks she's a princess, and she's right. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So we see a house. We see a car in a front yard. Then we see like this disheveled looking little girl.
Yeah.
Now she did look disheveled.
Yeah.
And then we see this mom who's like sitting on the couch and she's just drunk and wasted.
It was a little. It was very over the top to the point where I'm like,
And
this
she-
is like a parody. This is not a real
She-
scene.
She looked like she smelled like stale beer and Fritos and cigarettes.
That's quite a mixture.
Well, that's what she looked like.
Yeah. Fritos would be the worst.
And the little girl was probably what, like 8?
She was 8.
8? No.
We find
Yeah.
out that she was.
So she's like,
8.
she's like, Mom, we need cereal. And the mom's like, get your ass up and go to the market and get some. And I was like, damn.
God, you 8-year-old.
And then she's like yelling at the girl. It was very mommy dearest.
Pick up some Fritos on the way.
And then the girl wanted money to go buy the cereal, and Mom was not happy about that either.
Nothing was making Mom happy.
No.
Then the next thing we know, Mom was very unhappy because she died.
Yeah. Well, it's those cigarettes. So that smoking will kill you.
Well, she
Fritos.
OD'd. I don't know. This is the cigarettes immediately.
OD'd.
Oh, okay. Fritos is a slow death. Cigarettes are quicker.
And then the little girl wakes up, and it's a nightmare, right? And then we see the girl, and it's like night, and so the room is dark, and so she goes into the living room or wherever, of the place, like, yeah, the living room, like near where you go up the stairs, and she starts going through her mother's purse, and she finds money, and she starts counting it, and she gets caught by Allie, who I guess at first I put her adopted sister, but I guess she wasn't her sister.
No.
Technically.
She was her
We find out
her
later.
mother's partner's daughter.
Right. The mother's boyfriend,
Yes.
Greg, lives in the house, and they seem very much like a married couple already. Greg's daughter from his first marriage, Allie, comes to the house even though she doesn't live there. It was very confusing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And so she catches Lizzie counting the money, and Lizzie starts yelling at Allie, and Allie starts accusing Lizzie of stealing. But then the parents wake up, and Greg and Juliana go downstairs, the parents, and when they ask, Greg asks Allie what's wrong, and Allie's like, "Mom's a bitch." And I was like, oh, yep, we're in a Lifetime movie. She's calling her mom a bitch.
I like Greg's acting in this scene because he did seem very
I like
tired.
Greg.
He seemed very tired, so it did seem like he just woke up.
I could wake Greg up.
Yeah.
I liked Greg.
Yeah, you liked Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say you do to Mike White?
No, he
I
said
said I
Mike White
hit.
could get it.
Oh, you get it.
I said Mike
So
White could get
Greg
it.
can get it?
Greg could get it, too.
Wow.
Yes.
Mike White, Greg, and Tyler Hines.
Tyler Hines. I think you said
Yeah, Tyler Hines actually could.
That's how this all came up, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Probst. I think you said you were.
Oh, totally Jeff Probst.
I don't think Jeff Probst. Not from me.
No.
He could get it, just not from me.
The
He
tribe
got
has
it from
spoken.
someone else.
The tribe has spoken. Oh! My proudest moment of the night
Wow.
so far. So far.
So,
Please
and
continue.
then Allie says her mom is out of her mind.
She says that her mom is the craziest person in Philadelphia. You're talking about
Crazy.
the city where the football stadium had a jail. Yeah, they did. You knew that, right?
Well, it did. It had a jail.
Well, I don't know if it's in the Freedom. What do you call it? What's the Philadelphia Stadium now? I've been there, but the old one, like the Veteran Stadium, like the Eagle Stadium. I guess that's where the Eagles. I should know this stuff. But that's where
Eagles and Phillies used to play Veterans Stadium.
Veteran Stadium used to have. This is my understanding is Veteran Stadium had a jail in it, so they could just arrest people and they wouldn't have to. They could just bring them right to the jail in Veteran Stadium.
It's probably more like a
then I
holding
guess,
cell.
wait, you'd stay
Like,
there
oh,
until
you're
after
too
the game.
drunk, sober up, and then you can leave.
It's a jail. That's out of control.
That's funny.
Well, Philly's intense. I mean, if there's any city, woo.
Well, isn't that the city where they light cars on fire and stuff when the team
They
wins?
do that everywhere.
Yeah, no.
Philly doesn't
you
own
just
that
don't-
anymore.
You don't fuck with Philly.
They do have
You really
to
don't. You
grease
really
the
don't.
light poles, though, if the Phillies are like the Eagles win, because the fans get all excited and try and climb the light poles, so they grease them so they can't climb them.
I'm telling you, I've
What?
spent
It's a
time
real
in other
thing.
cities. Philly is something. Philly is really something else. It's really something else. It's a great
Why would
city.
you climb
a
a
lot of
light
city
pole?
pride.
Well,
Listen, that's a shit that goes on.
Kurt, did you try to climb a light?
Philly is so. Should I say something get upset about it? Philly. No.
Well, you're
I'm
from
not,
there.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
so
say
you
it.
can say it.
The city of Philadelphia once dropped a bomb on themselves.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember this.
Oh.
No.
Move.
I didn't grow up in
Move?
America, remember?
It was in 1985. They had like
I was in Germany.
Oh, okay. So in 1985, there's a group called Move, which is they were like a militant kind of group, and they were holed up in this house on Osage Avenue, and the Wilson Good was the mayor, and I believe he ordered a bomb, and of course I think they cobbled this bomb together. They didn't have a bomb on hand. They like made a bomb, and they dropped a bomb on this house. They dropped a bomb. Helicopter went by, dropped a bomb on this Move house. It burnt down the whole block. You guys never heard this story?
I remember the name Wilson Good. I don't remember, and like I would have been living, in Pennsylvania at this time. I'm sure he was in the news, but I was pretty young.
It was on the news like every night for like a year.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Wow.
They dropped a bomb on themselves. It's like, whoa. That's intense. Anyway.
So did they play that song? You dropped the bomb on me.
There was a radio station that very distastefully did play that song. I recall that.
Oh, so Allie tells Greg and Juliana that she caught Lizzie stealing money, and Greg's like, listen, let's not talk about this right now. I'll just sleep over and I'll tell you later. And after Lizzie and Juliana leave the room, Greg explains to Allie that Lizzie really wasn't going to steal the money back in her old place where she lived with her mom, with her biological mom. They never had money, and so she was traumatized, and so it makes her feel better if she goes into the purse and sees that there's money there. Which I was like, oh, that's really sad.
Yeah. One thing that they really kind of glazed over in this movie is the fact that Lizzie's only been living, she's only been adopted by this mom for 3 months. Like, she's very new in this house yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's making her way around.
Yeah.
So why did she look at the money? Because that reminded her of when she had to go grocery shopping for her.
Yeah, it's sort of like reassurance of like, oh, I don't have to worry about us not having money to buy groceries because I see that there's money here.
Okay.
And so meanwhile, Juliana is upstairs talking to Lizzie, and she's like, Lizzie, Allie does have problems. Just try to be nice to her because she's got problems. And so we find out that Greg is an artist, and I guess a struggling artist.
Yeah, how hot is he now?
He's still, even hotter.
Okay. You're going to be supporting Greg.
Although, Mom owns the house. What's her name, Juliana? She owns the house. Yeah. She's got this really good job. She can afford to adopt a child on her own. Greg is a struggling artist. Like, he's a deadbeat.
But he booked a gig.
He did.
He booked a gig.
He sold a painting, yeah.
Because he's like, this lady hired me to do a painting for her.
Well,
so he did book a gig.
If that's the arrangement they have, Greg, they make it work.
That's fine.
All right. As long as you're making a living, as long as you're able to make a living like an adult, and if it's someone supporting you in that sense, that could be okay. The problem is when anyway, we all know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So then Allie asks Greg to buy her a guitar, and he says, wait until your birthday.
Okay.
So then we see Lizzie, and she's in like a summer camp, like a day camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I thought it was a school.
Camp.
I thought it was school at
community
first.
center.
I was like, what kind of school is this? Everybody's doing their own shit.
So I guess she befriended this little girl, Finley. Mm-hmm. And so Finley's like, hey, so Cody said that he heard that you were adopted. And then this is when Lizzie tells Finley her story and what happened. And she said her real mom died. Oh, she told Finley my real mom
lie.
died.
Yeah,
what did she say?
Well, she tells the truth and says her mom died. But then the girl's like, well, how did it happen? And Lizzie's like, oh, well, we were really rich and my mom died in our plane.
Oh, plane crash. Yeah, that's right.
But like saying that they owned their own plane. And
Yeah,
then the reason it took so long for her to get adopted is because she could have chosen any family she wanted, and she didn't find one she liked until now.
Yeah,
Right.
very selective.
Right.
That's great.
Because she said she likes her new mom.
Yeah. She doesn't have a plane, though.
No. Well, she might. We don't know.
then-
Mom's the one that's got money here.
That's true. We never
So
saw
then-
it in
so
their
then
garage. All right.
Oh, no, so then Finley was like, did your mom ever tell you anything about your dad? Because I found out that my dad was from Serbia. And so Lizzie says, no, she never told him it. She didn't know who he was. But then she goes and she asks Juliana, did she know anything? And then she asked Juliana where she was from too, and Juliana was like, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea for Lizzie to find out where she's from and find out what her background is. And so Juliana goes and gets it's not called ancestry.com, it's called Genes and Me.
Oh, I thought it was called Me and My Gene.
It was me and my
like-
jeans.
Yeah.
Which
Me and My
sounds
Gene.
dirty.
Well, you were talking about oiling up a pole before. I thought that sounded dirty.
Well, that does sound dirty. And it
It's
is.
dirty. It could be. Whew.
And so Alicia, so Juliana's like, maybe I can find, like, we're gonna find out where she's from, and maybe I can find her bio dad. And the funny thing is so my husband looked for his biological father, and we used ancestry.com, and that's how he found him.
Yeah.
So those things work.
Did he find out if he's royalty?
No. But I found out that I'm related to French aristocracy.
Okay.
I really did.
So
I
you're
wrote a show about it.
so you're royalty.
Yes. Well, because no.
Oh, well, I thought it was going to explain all that princess stuff you bought.
Did you buy some princess stuff?
Next week,
Yeah.
Leslie's just inconspicuously wearing a tiara during the podcast.
The tiara, right?
I'm a princess.
Oh, so Greg can cook as well.
Man, you're really hot on this, Greg.
Greg was making dinner.
Well, I think Greg's got to be a little bit of a homemaker.
Yeah.
Greg made
Yeah.
chicken. Looked really good. and so, and then we find out that Allie is going to be staying with them for the summer.
Okay.
So we catch Lizzie, and she's drawing a mustache and beard on Allie's picture.
Yeah.
What a cruel
Now,
child.
mind you, Allie is really mean to her.
At this point, yeah.
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 Although, kind of weird that they had a physical photo of Allie to draw on in 2026.
She printed it out at the Staples or something.
Yeah.
Right. So then,
Except they don't call
and
it
then
Staples in this
obviously-
movie. It's called the masking tape store.
Oh yeah. Mask.
But obviously, Juliana does have money because Juliana paid to get the genetic test rushed. And that's like, it's expensive to get
Should
it.
cost money.
You can get it rushed, but it's expensive to get it.
And
Why
that's
can't she
what
wait?
is wild about this movie is like, Allie's being told she can't have a guitar, she can't have this, she can't have that. Juliana rushes the genealogy test. We find out later she books a European trip with 2 weeks notice. For a child, I'm assuming doesn't have a passport, you got to rush that too. And
Yeah.
they pay for a camp. with
Oh, I
no
know. They're
notice.
all kinds of money. Yeah. What a misallocation of funds. We find out that Allie is 65% German.
Yes.
You're related to royalty, but you're also related to Hitler. I won't show her that part. The royalty part will stick.
And And yes,
I'm German,
she's
too.
related to the Whittlebaum family.
Whittlebaum.
And she's descended from German nobility.
Wasn't that movie with like Ricky Lake, Mrs. Whittlebaum, or something like that?
I liked that movie, Mrs. Winterbourne.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Captain America, Winterborn Soldier.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so we find out that they're princesses and duchesses and barons and
Well,
all sorts of
just Lizzie. Lizzie is this. This family is from Bavaria.
from Bavaria.
Okay, where's Bavaria?
Bavaria. I used to live in Bavaria. I lived in Munich,
Oh, okay.
and so
Oh, Bavaria is that a city in Germany?
Bavaria is the region.
Okay.
Bavaria, Bavaria.
And so she, because of hearing this, goes to her little princess doll and she says, I'm not a nobody. I am a real life princess. And then she goes to the library with her mom and she gets a book about princesses around the world.
Now they're at a bookstore. Another big purchase. They bought that giant coffee table book.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good investment in a small child, though. A book.
Because at least the little kid was reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You get stuff from the library too, though. Well, anyway, I guess a good little book.
And so, yeah, she found the page in the book about the Whittlebaums. And they were in the book. So she's like, oh, hell yeah.
She's official.
And then we're in her bedroom and she puts up a picture of Germany's most eligible bachelor, who she thinks is her
Well,
dad, like
This
one of
is
one of the Whittlebaums.
If you really think about what Lizzie started mapping out in her head, because Lizzie put this eligible bachelor who's a Whittlebaum, and she wanted her mom, who isn't married to Greg, she wants her mom to marry this guy so that they could live together as a family. But, like, she's already related to this guy that she wants her mom to marry.
yeah. I didn't understand that
yeah,
either.
but she's not blood related to her mom.
No.
What?
So
She's not blood related.
it would, you know.
Oh. So she wants her mom. It sounds like she wants her mom to be royalty as well, because she's already
Yeah.
royalty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she likes her. She likes her mom.
Okay. Well, she's making a lot of effort to make this happen.
It's convoluted at first.
Yeah.
Convoluted thinking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, she's 8 years old. Maybe that's what the excuse we can
Well, now
use
she's
is-
10.
Oh, she's 10 now.
Now she's
Oh,
10,
She's no
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Evil little girl. Okay.
So then Allie comes in, and Allie's like being a bitch to her, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I'm a princess." And Allie is making fun of her, which Allie is like 16. Allie can drive a car.
Allie's also right, though, in this moment, because she's like, you cannot tell anyone that you're a princess. Kids are going to make fun of you. Like, Allie was actually doing her a solid, even though she was kind of a bitch about the way she was doing it. She was like, you're going to get made fun of if you tell people this.
Tell them what the truth. I'm a princess.
And
She could tell them.
so then she's talking to her mom. She's talking to Juliana, and she's like, well, I finally have a family. And Juliana's like, but we are a family. And then this is where we find out that Juliana's not married to Greg. And then Lizzie says, well, you shouldn't marry Greg because then Allie will be here full time. And then the next night, Lizzie does her purse thing again, but nope, Lizzie doesn't count cash. Lizzie steals a credit card.
Yep. She orders a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and then before this, we see Allie, and she's talking to Greg, and Allie says what Jason just said, like, I don't want her to tell people that she's a princess because I don't want her to get bullied. And Greg is like, she's 10, she'll get over it. But we see Lizzie talking to Finley, and she's telling Finley, well, guess what, Finley? I'm a princess. And I want my mom to marry the Baron. And Finley's like, well, you know what? You should go to Germany and you should find out where he's having lunch. And then him and your mom can meet. I saw this in a movie.
They had a plan.
I love that these two girls bonded over their ability to spin the most wild tales, the craziest ideas.
But Finley's not wrong, because a couple of channels over on the Hallmark Channel, it happens all the time.
You know how I
true.
feel about
They
those
probably-
movies.
they probably
I did think it was funny that we
saw
were
it.
sort of seeing the other side of that coin in this movie.
Yeah. People who were influenced by those movies.
So
Now, I love this woman who is the community center teacher. She kind of
Mila?
Well, she kind of enunciates. She apparently took an acting class where she learned to enunciate everything, and she always speaks in a very measured tone. You don't miss a word.
Well, she is probably doing some of the heavy lifting on the exposition here, at least around like what's to come in this movie.
Yeah. Well, she comes up and she tells everybody that there's going to be an overnight camp happening,
for a week.
and they're going to do a production of Cinderella, which is going to be televised. And Lizzie is very excited. And they're having auditions.
like-
This is show business, for God's sake. They're having auditions for this thing.
Yeah. and
What channel in
then-
Philadelphia do you think they'd show this show, this play, Kurt?
Well, they used to show. Do you remember Captain Noah? They used to show that
Yeah.
on the local ABC, so they could follow that. I mean, this is the same city that was showing Captain Noah and Dancing on Air, and
Dancing on Air, yeah.
you know, it could be
Dancing
sandwiched
on
between
Air,
those.
which then moved to USA and became Dance Party USA.
Yeah, we always talk
That,
about.
where
that's
Kelly
channel
Ripa was
17. Is
supposed
Channel
to-
17 still around? It could be Channel 17.
No, UHF doesn't exist. What happened? I think Channel 17 became morphed into the WB.
Okay.
And I don't know where we went from there. Yeah, what channel? Which I don't know, man. It's tough to say. Yuki Washington could probably host it. He's our local newsman.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah. Okay,
Oh, yes.
so
So yeah, they're going to be doing Cinderella, and Lizzie's like, well, I should be cast as Cinderella because I'm a princess.
and everybody laughs at her.
Yeah. Allie was right.
Meanwhile,
Allie
Kids
was
are mean.
right.
meanwhile, Juliana really does have money because she's now looking to hire a genealogist, and that they're not cheap.
God. Oh,
But then she talks to her buddy, her work friend, and her work friend is like, well, you know, I have an uncle who he's not a genealogist, but he's really into it. So
he's really into it, huh?
really
I'm worried. I'm a little worried about someone who's in proximity of this person.
I just came up with an idea for a movie, guys. It's
All right, here
called
we
The
go.
Genealogist, and it's about somebody
Okay.
that like really wants to hire a genealogist to trace their family history. She's like having a really bad night, and she's like crying, saying, "I just really want a genealogist. I just really want a genealogist." And the next morning, she meets a genie who misunderstood and is there to like help her with all these wishes, but can't help her with tracing her family's genealogy.
so
Okay.
it's on
But
Peacock.
can't she ask the genie to like give her information? Like that's her
No.
wish.
No.
Really?
The genie will only supply like material goods.
Oh, no information. Jeez. Could
on Peacock?
could you kind of mess with the genie and say, could you give me a machine that will tell me this information?
Well, I mean, she's gonna try, but the genie's no dummy.
The genie's gonna see
Can't
through that.
trick a genie.
No.
Dude.
I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way.
I don't know. It sounds too much like the French Connection. It's been, I can't.
You say that about all my ideas.
So she asks her mom to go to camp.
Yeah, she wants to go to camp.
Her mom says, yeah. Her mom first goes, well, what if you have a nightmare? And she's like, well, my friend Finley's going to be there with me, and so I should be fine. And if I have a nightmare, I'll call you. Then the stuff comes.
All this garbage, like puzzles and
Princess stuff.
a big model of a castle. I would make that little girl, I would make her pack up every single one of those things and we'd send them back. She wouldn't get to keep anything. And if they're not returnable, she'd have to take them to the Salvation Army. They let her keep everything.
Greg was like, stuff has been coming all day. And we find, and then Lizzie confesses that she stole Juliana's credit card. And then Juliana was like, well, you used all of my money to get this stuff. And she's like, I didn't use your money. I used the credit card.
Yeah, she didn't seem to understand what a credit card was.
Turns out most people don't understand how money works.
I knew someone who told me that her daughter didn't know how a check worked. She thought that you could just sign a check for any amount and it would just pay for something. She didn't know that there was money behind it. I was like, I don't know if you should be telling people that.
Did she discover by, writing a crazy check?
Yeah, I guess, but I was kind of thought, I don't know, maybe you should be telling people about your daughter's not knowing what a check is. Although, in all fairness, a lot of kids don't know what checks are either these days. So.
But I mean, just
Although
the
that's
whole
really
concept of the way
strange.
money works is like that. That's you look at Bitcoin, like that's all made up. It's all a shell game.
Man, I'll tell you.
So then Allie comes in and Allie's like, she should get into trouble.
Why don't they put you in one of these movies? I want to see you in these roles.
Yes.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. What?
I could beat Allie.
Can't you have an agent, right? Get your agent to see if you can get a role in one of these Lifetime movies.
Legit, like Meredith sometimes helps with the casting of the smaller roles in some of these movies. So
I would love
Meredith
yelling at someone.
You say to the agent, say, get me a Lifetime, and they might like that because you're asking her something really specific.
Give me a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't have an agent. So
No, I would totally do it.
If I did,
I would
I'd be
totally
like,
do it.
I'd be like, this is what I want. This is what I'm
I
looking for.
think you
And at
need
least-
to do a new reel that is just a montage of you in montages.
Yeah. A montage.
Yeah, I would totally do a Lifetime movie. Plus, it only shoots for 10 days. Oh my god, no, that'd be great.
Yeah, we have to get on that. Okay.
So then Lizzie yells at Allie, like, what was it, like, I hate you, or you should move, or something.
Something like that.
And
Is this where they had the soft focus fantasizing about being a princess montage?
Oh, where is that? That was great.
yeah, and then this is also where Juliana says, I really do love you. Juliana, I gotta say, she is one patient woman.
Yeah.
Bitch talks to her, and she's like, you shouldn't do that. And then Lizzie apologizes and tries to give her $32.
She doesn't take it.
And then Juliana's like, no, just keep your money.
Juliana's like, I'm
And then she's
loaded.
like,
I don't
"Well,
need
keep
that."
yourself-
It's just what's this chump change? I'm sorry, is
Right.
that cash? Where's the gold? But here's the best part. Greg is a pushover. Greg is working on the castle model. And apparently this is like what are the garbage things that arrived in the mail? He's building this thing. And apparently this is taking a long time. He's like, this is taking longer than I thought.
What's a
How
puzzle?
long do you think?
It's a 3D puzzle.
How long do you think it was going to take? Isn't he gluing it together and stuff?
I
I
don't
thought it was a model.
Yeah. And Allie's pissed.
Another-
Allie is so pissed. Because Allie's like, you make me take it all back.
She's right.
But remember,
right.
Allie, she's not your mother. Juliana's not your mother.
Jesus. What a complicated household.
Oh, and then Lizzie still wants the prince to marry her mother. And then this is where she has like the daydream.
Yeah, she does have a soft focus.
Soft
Like
focus,
something you see in,
fantasizing
like,
about being in a princess montage.
Something from the Waltons, you know.
So then we find out from Mila, she tells the kids the camp is full, and Lizzie's like, well, but I have to go. And Mila's like, well, I'll make a waiting list for you. And Lizzie just starts yelling at her.
Yeah, she
Poor
screams
Miss
quite a bit.
Mila. Poor Miss Mila.
And Mila's
man.
like, excuse me.
No, she still speaks in a very measured tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, this is where Allie has been like watching Lifetime movies when she's supposed to. This is when Lizzie's been watching Lifetime movies when she's supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, I can't do that.
'Cause what does she do? She goes, she looks at permission slips, and she finds a permission slip. She finds Bronwyn's permission slip, and she finds out that Bronwyn has an allergy to penicillin.
Bronwyn?
This,
Yeah,
yeah,
Have we ever heard anybody with that name before?
I've heard of that name before.
yes.
You have?
Are
Okay,
the Real
good.
Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And I know someone named Bronwyn who used to be on the Real Housewives of Orange County.
All right. Well, that seems to be the career trajectory for people named Bronwyn. All right.
So Lizzie sees that Bronwyn is allergic to any type of penicillin.
Yeah.
So what does Lizzie do? She does the other thing she learned when she was watching Lifetime movies when she was supposed to be in bed. She goes and does a Google search.
Yeah.
No, don't Google.
And finds out
No, she did a Swiftie
What?
search.
Yeah, she's a Swiftie.
a Swiftie search. That's right. She does Swiftie search. And she finds out where you can get penicillin. And
Where
then
you
she
can get it?
goes.
Oh, well, no. She, yeah,
Well, what
she,
it's
yeah,
in.
she- yeah, what's...
Yeah.
She goes in the medicine
Goes to her
cabinet.
mom's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and find the drugs.
That's why I've learned in my addiction class last year, you have to be very careful what kind of stuff you have in your medicine cabinet, because they mentioned this little girl, and at the time I didn't know who they're talking about, but they said little Liz can get in there and get some penicillin.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird, but apparently I guess they knew.
Is it Lizzie?
Then Lizzie, like,
She
okay, now
crushed
I'm
up
really going to
so
put what I
much
learned.
of it. She crushed up
Right?
so much penicillin.
A whole bottle. She crushed up an entire bottle.
Yeah.
And then, so then, Bronwyn goes to the bathroom. Then Lizzie, because Bronwyn asked the teacher if she could go to the bathroom. Lizzie then says that she needs to go too. And when Bronwyn comes out of the bathroom, Lizzie's sitting there with some fruit punch. And she's like, oh my God, Bronwyn, this is the best fruit punch. And Bronwyn's like, oh, no thanks. And then Lizzie's like, what, you better than me? I love that. I love that.
I did love, like, anytime she would, her plan would get thwarted in some way. Like, her just defensive reaction every time was always kind of priceless.
She's like, no, I've got my own.
Yeah.
She's got her own fruit punch.
So then later it's lunchtime, and so she tells Finley, Lizzie tells Finley, hey, let's go sit with Bronwyn, and Finley's like, I thought you didn't like Bronwyn. Oh, and then Finley gives Lizzie a brochure about a garden party that the Wilbaums are having in Germany, and Finley's like, oh, my mom gets these emails all the time.
An enabler.
Didn't she say her mom worked for travel or something
like that, yeah.
And she's like, my mom gets these emails all the time. And then, of course, Lizzie's like, oh my God, Finley, you're like the best friend ever. So they go and they sit next to Bronwyn. And then Lizzie asks Bronwyn, she's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go get a tissue from Mila? And it's over at Mila's desk. And so when Finley goes to get a tissue, she then goes and takes her penicillin and puts it in Bronwyn's punch.
Yeah, her orange
Yeah,
juice.
orange
And,
juice.
and again,
Yeah.
it was like 10 pills worth. It would have been enough pills to have an overdose on. Forget the fact that this girl is allergic to penicillin.
Right.
Yeah, and she already put a bunch in the fruit punch. Now she's got some more left over.
That's how much she
good.
crushed.
Yeah. Oh, good. I could use up these.
Yeah. So then Bronwyn takes a sip of her juice, and Bronwyn just like starts having an attack.
Yeah.
And so of course everyone's freaking out. They call an ambulance. Bronwyn's carted away, and then later, Lizzie goes home, and she tells Juliana about the Whittlebaum Castle and how it's open to the public, and they're having a garden party. And she asks her, and Greg's like, "Yeah, we should go."
Really?
Greg's like, "Yeah, we should go."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Greg's not paying for it. We should. Sure. Not on my time.
They decide to go.
Can we also take that
then-
rocket that goes up into space? I think we should do that too.
Sure. But then Lizzie gets pissed because Allie's going too.
Is this
So
Brewster's Millions, like a version of that movie where they just have to spend as much money as they can?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I guess.
I mean,
So then we find out
Juliana's
next
presented
day.
with many opportunities to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
loves it.
So then we find out the next day that Bronwyn is okay. And then is this where Lizzie suggests we should get well pictures for Bronwyn?
Yeah, like paint sunflowers to send to her. But they are also making volcanoes in the community center. And Miss Mila is really, like, again, very succinct in how she tells the class, don't pour your vinegar on the side where the paint is, because vinegar can ruin paint.
Uh-oh.
And Lizzie
That's
right. And then
perks
Lizzie
up.
gets
She's
an
like,
idea.
it can?
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that.
And then Miss Mila tells Lizzie that, well, you're next on the waiting list, so you're going to camp.
Now she could play Cinderella.
So then Lizzie goes to Greg's painting, and she pours vinegar on it. But I like that she opens the cupboard, and they had like a bunch of bottles of vinegar, and the bottles say vinegar on them.
Oh, I didn't notice there were multiple bottles. I missed that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you need them to make Easter eggs. You take vinegar and those little tablets.
Yeah. Well,
and
who
it makes,
doesn't
like,
have a
Easter egg color?
who doesn't have a cabinet of vinegar at home?
Easter Bunny, man.
Yeah. Every
It's got all that
kitchen
shit.
has
So-
like that junk drawer with all the stuff in it, and a vinegar cabinet.
Vinegar. So then she goes into the painting
Have you been to my vinegar
And-
cellar?
and pours vinegar on the painting. And then the next day, Juliana drives Lizzie to camp. And she's sharing a room with Finley. And she's basically like, bye, Mom, later. And Mom's like, are you sure? And she's like, goodbye, go, later, goodbye. And so we see Allie. Allie brings home a dress because Allie's shopping for the garden party. And then Greg talks to Allie about Lizzie, and Greg's like, listen, she's had a hard life, and you should she's been through a lot, cut her some slack. She had a horrible life. Your life has not nearly been as horrible as hers. So
I find it kind of crazy
chill
that
out.
Greg had not told Allie about Lizzie's mom dying of an OD until now.
Right.
Yeah. So now she has sympathy for Liz.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
But now we're back at that
So
camp.
then Allie and Finley are out picking flowers. Did they see the sign? Because there's a sign that said "Don't go past this point," and they went past.
Oh,
the
they
point.
probably
But
saw
I
it
don't
and
know
didn't
if
care.
Oh, I mean, Lizzie is clearly a rule breaker.
Now, is that possible? Because I think that trail has been closed.
Well, let me look.
That's not possible. This trail's been closed for 8 years. It's extremely dangerous.
And we'll find out that trail is extremely dangerous.
Okay, see? She knew.
So Greg gets a phone call, and because Greg is talking to Juliana,
Yeah, they're having some
he gets
wine.
a phone call from the woman who he made the painting for, and she says that there's a line in the middle of the painting, and it smells like vinegar.
He should have went along with that. So that's part of the design. That's
Yeah,
part of my experiment.
That's art. How did
Yeah.
he not notice that when the painting was picked up?
Oh, because he had it all set up and bubble wrapped, and the lady, when she was talking to him, said it looked like somebody cut through the bubble wrap.
No, I understand that, but like what he handed the painting off to the driver. So he had it in his hands. Even though it's bubble wrapped, you probably would have seen that streak down the middle. And even if he didn't do that, he would have smelled vinegar.
True.
Yeah. But their
Maybe he
whole
was still waking up.
but their whole house smells like vinegar.
That's true. They do. They have that cabinet and always making Easter eggs.
The vinegar cellar is has been opened up for the summer season.
So then Drew. So then
Drew.
So then
He's the
Gay
other.
Drew.
He's the other guy from the community center.
Oh,
the other guy for the community center.
he's gay?
Not.
No, that's what Les said.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he.
Let's put it
What?
this
Put
way.
it that.
If I were a parent and I were leaving my little girl with a man at a camp, I wouldn't feel uncomfortable leaving my girl there.
Right. So Drew is announcing auditions, and then this girl Madison was like, "Well, you know, I played Cinderella in my school, so I already know the lines." And Lizzie just gives her this dirty look, like, "Oh no, you're not.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you, bitch."
How
That
many
the girl
how many
that was
versions?
cast,
Yeah.
that girl Madison, perfectly
Yeah.
cast her too, because she had kind of a young Lea Michele vibe to her, where you're like, oh, this girl would be truly annoying anyway, and you kind of don't want her because she's already played Cinderella. You're like, you should get it again.
Lea Michelle's parents went to see me at a show.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
What show was that?
Lea Michele is the one from yeah.
I know who Lea Michele is.
Lea Michele, yeah. What show was it? It was because it was the Uber taxi cab confessions. I was hired to be in it, and the guy who did the show, his wife, Lea Michele was related to them basically. Lea Michele was like their niece. So that's how that happened.
So then first of all, Greg finds out, yes, it was vinegar. And he's like baffled because he's like, who would put vinegar on the painting? But then we see Lizzie, and she's like about to give Madison a beatdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like yelling at her. And then Finley catches Lizzie yelling at her, and Finley's like, Lizzie, oh my God, why are you being so mean? What's your problem? Because Finley had never seen this side of Lizzie, because Finley was always nice to Lizzie, so Lizzie was nice to her.
She's like the omeness. Not even the exorcist. She kind of has an omen, female omen thing going on.
So then, so one of the things that one of the reasons why Mila told him that they weren't supposed to go on that trail was because of poison ivy. So later, Lizzie, and then Finley said, oh yeah, I had poison ivy once and it was really bad. So then Lizzie asks Finley, so when you had poison ivy, what was it like? And Finley's like, I couldn't move, I just had to lay there.
She had to take oatmeal baths. What is this?
So then we see Madison telling Miss Mila about what Lizzie said to her.
A snitch.
And you know what snitches get?
Stitches.
Right.
Yeah, she's gonna
So
get it.
then we see Lizzie and she's on Swifty looking up poison ivy.
Man, see, this Swifty is nothing but trouble. It is a dark place because she wants to put poison ivy on Allie, right?
Yeah.
Well, we find
That's
that
the
out
plan.
later in the movie that that's what she was going to do with the poison ivy, but I thought she was going to do it to Madison.
Yeah, she was looking ahead. She was gonna have to transport poison ivy, bring it home in like a Tupperware container.
I
or
mean,
something
all
like
of
that.
Lizzie's
A take-home
plans are
box.
quite convoluted.
Yeah,
But I love the fact that she goes into the bathroom, she gets rubber gloves, like she's ready.
I find it a little troubling that this camp for little kids had the cleaning supplies so readily within reach for these young kids.
Well, Lizzie's like, you know,
a fancy
you
camp.
got it.
No, I mean, I see it as
Yeah.
a safety issue. It's
Oh yeah,
poison.
yeah. I know what you mean. I'm saying it's a fancy camp though. These kids, they weren't sleeping outside pup tents.
No.
They were sleeping in some
So-
nice
so-
rooms.
Juliana had this
So
house
Mila
built so they
goes
could
up-
stay there.
So Mila goes up to Lizzie's room. Had Lizzie gone out of the window?
No.
I don't think so. No.
But Mila looks on Lizzie's bed where her laptop is open and she sees the Swifty article about poison ivy.
Lizzie
And then-
needs to cover her tracks a little better.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
she
yeah.
left
She's-
it. Not
Close
she
your
not only
computer.
had it open, like she had the iPod still like on. The screen was still on,
Yeah.
and she does it again later in the
So
movie
then
too.
That's bad for the screen.
Mila looks out of the window and sees Lizzie with gloves walking down the path. And Mila's like, what the hell is this kid up
Well,
to?
it's because she knows where that path heads.
That's not possible. This trail's been closed for 8 years. It's extremely dangerous.
She's worried about her.
It is extremely dangerous.
So then Mila goes after Lizzie, finds Lizzie. She tries to get Lizzie. She's like, Lizzie, you're expelled because first of all, you threatened another student, you threatened Madison, and now you're gonna poison somebody too? No. So, but
No Cinderella for
tries to
her.
get- she tries to get the phone. She's like, "Give me your phone."
No, it's her
Lizzie
own phone.
says
She's gonna call the
no.
mom. She's calling
She's
Juliana.
gonna call her mom. So Liz is grabbing the phone. They're like fighting over the phone, and for some reason this is happening because wouldn't they know that they're right near the edge of a cliff?
Well, again, they were warned.
That's not possible. This trail's been closed for 8 years. It's extremely dangerous.
Like
Well, that's
the
what I'm saying.
camp
You're
does
warned,
know,
but you
which is
don't-
why the kids aren't supposed to go there. But Mila had
Okay.
to chase Lizzie down there.
and Mila falls off the cliff.
Yeah.
Falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
And
We,
then
the audience,
Mila
didn't know
looks
there
at-
was a cliff there until she falls. By
We
the
had
way.
no idea. I know a cliff appeared. Oy vey.
And then Mila looks down and is like, "Oh well."
But she keeps her flashlight. That's a bad move.
It made no sense why she took it.
Uh,
Made no sense.
No.
It
It wasn't even dark out.
So then, like, yeah, Drew asks, like, "Have you seen Mila?" And she's like, "Nope." And so then, they, Drew makes an announcement, like, we're looking for Mila. He calls the cops. And then Finley finds Mila's flashlight in their bedroom.
Well, Mila hit.
And see, this is
Yeah.
Finley's mistake, though.
Well, so Lizzie hid it under her pillow, and Lizzie and Finley spots it and thinks that's weird. So then she then hides it under her own pillow.
Yeah.
Like, there's other hiding places.
Yeah.
And so this is where Finley makes a mistake, though, because Finley then goes to Lizzie and she's like, "You're in trouble. I know what you did, and I'm going to tell them." And it's like, no, Finley, no. Just you keep it quiet. You keep the flashlight hidden, but you keep it quiet.
Yeah, that's now she's in trouble.
You don't confront her.
Liz like brainwashed Finley too into thinking that like she actually did do something. Like pretty much.
Because she's like, "I'm going to tell," and then Lizzie's like, well, if I'm going to say that you did it. And she tells Drew, and so they're talking to Drew, and Drew doesn't know who to believe. And yes, she kind of bullies Finley into saying that she did it.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
she
like,
did it.
yeah.
Oh, no,
No,
that
Finley
she stole
says,
the flashlight.
yeah, Finley says, I found it over there. It's like, geez.
Yeah.
She's brainwashed by this evil.
So-
Well, actually, no,
girl.
she didn't say she found it over there. What happens is Drew's like, just like, where, like, what trail did you guys go down before? Like, if that's where this was, like, point me in that direction. And so Finley points to where they were, and then realizes, oh my God, I've implicated myself here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Drew, they're still looking. Drew finds Mila at the bottom of the cliff.
By the
They
way,
take-
we always talk about the police in Lifetime movies being completely unhelpful. Like, how did none of the many police officers that are there on site looking for this woman who's only been missing for about 20 minutes at this point, like, not even technically a missing person at that point, none of them thought to look down the cliff that's there?
They were all looking in that yard area, it
Yeah.
seemed like. They're all
Yeah.
like... you know,
Like a
they're all
wide
the same
open
area.
grassy yard. They're like, maybe she's under this stick. No, like, look down the cliff.
Well,
Hey,
Drew
Liz, can I
finds
borrow
her.
that flashlight? I got to see if she went in the snail shell.
Right. and then Mila's in a coma.
Yeah.
And then Drew announces, well, Mila was the one that was in charge of the play, and so since she's in a coma, the play's going to be canceled. And Lizzie's like, wait, what? What do you mean you're going to cancel the play?
I'm actually on board with
Because there
Lizzie
was-
on this one, and I'll tell you why. Because this was...
Okay, oh, why?
Well, because they said they're bringing in another counselor to finish out the week, because they're there for a week of theater camp. So it's a theater camp. And they're all staying at the camp, which we know because they're bringing another counselor. So why aren't they doing a play at the theater camp that is still going to operate even though Miss Mila is in this coma?
Well, is it a theater camp?
It was like
Yeah.
an arts camp
Yeah,
of
it
some
is.
sort. Yeah.
Oh, an arts
It's
camp.
like an arts camp. It's an arts camp.
But you don't know who, like, this substitute, they might not have any theater experience.
But
Unless
then,
it's like,
but then why keep the camp
Bob
going at
Fosse
all?
or
Just
something.
send the kids home.
Bob Fosse.
Yeah.
is it Peter Brook who's got to be brought in? The pioneer theater director?
Well, you know who they should get? Who I
Who?
think would be an asset to them.
That's not possible. This trail's been closed for 8 years. It's extremely dangerous.
She's got experience with dangerous trails and with her acting institute.
Yeah, so she's good inside and outside.
Yeah.
What did Peter Brook write? There's a book that guy wrote.
I don't
we
know
know?
who Peter Brook is.
He wrote a famous
That's not
book.
possible.
We won't worry about it. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that would be the perfect substitute. Somebody could come in there and direct Cinderella. What are the stakes that high?
What, you think Drew can't do it? This is
Well, what
Drew's
are you
time
saying?
to fucking shine.
Well, Drew's
is-
like, I have bigger things.
This is my
Drew's
day
like,
now.
Drew's like, that's going to kind of break into my grinder time. No, I can't.
Damn.
What is the grinder like? What's it gonna look like in the middle of the woods in rural Pennsylvania?
I bet there's like a lumberjack or something.
I bet you can find a bear.
I bet you will find a bear. Or 5 or 6. But yes, Drew's like, this is going into my grinder time. I can't.
Allegedly.
Theater
It's
time and grinder time.
Lizzie and Lizzie kind of freaked out a little too much.
Well, the show must go on.
And she's like, no, I am a princess. You are doing this. And Drew's like, Lizzie, calm down. And then we go back to her house, and Juliana's there, and Allie goes in and says, Juliana, the camp's on the phone. Lizzie's getting kicked out.
Yeah, she's out of
Because
control.
I'm sure her freak out, and then she threatened Madison.
I question though, because Madison went to Mila and told her about it, but then Mila ended up in a ditch. So did Madison also tattle to Drew?
Yeah.
Snitch.
What happened to Madison though? Where are we at with her?
Madison's safe.
Madison's safe, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
No poison ivy's been used against her. They didn't.
Good.
They didn't cast the play at all, so she didn't get in trouble from
She's safe, yeah.
Lizzie. Yeah.
Okay.
So then Juliana is driving Lizzie home, and Juliana's kind of like, what is wrong with you? My God. And so then her friend from work calls about the genealogy, and she's like, I'll tell you later. And Lizzie's like, no, I need to know now. And so Juliana's like, okay. And the friend's like, okay, if you want to know.
Here's the heap of news.
And she's like, yes, she is a Whistlebaum, but she's so distant that there is no title, which is what happened to me. That she's so distant.
You're not bitter about it at
that
all,
there's
are you?
no title because the titles don't transfer.
Well,
And
what
so
happens in like
she
a
said that
King Ralph sitch?
Well, that's a king.
Yeah, we have Brett.
Well,
King
no, but
Ralph
like
before.
if you get enough down the line of lineage, like she would eventually be bumped up, right?
Yeah, for those who don't know, King Ralph, the situation was the beginning of the movie. They have the entire like royal family out. They're going to take a picture, but then like something like the photography bulb falls in the water, and they all die electrocuted. Yeah. So King Ralph, John Goodman, he's like the next in line. So that should have been her plan. Imagine like they leave her home watching King Ralph, and she's like, "Oh, I've got a plan now."
Right. You could always do a sequel.
Yeah,
and like she really wants her mom to marry John Goodman.
Yeah, he's still around.
Okay, I'd watch that. I would totally watch that. So then Lizzie's really pissed. She's distraught. Because she's like, wait, so I'm not a princess?
She's a
and
nobody.
then she's like, but I'm a loser. And Juliana's like, no, you're not a loser.
You're not a princess.
And part of
because
this
you're
is
not a
like,
loser.
and part of this is like trauma as well from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to suggest something this family should have done from moment one is get Lizzie into some therapy because she went through some trauma in her youth with her biological mother. Maybe deal with that during the process.
Yeah, you got the money.
Yeah.
So then they get home, and then Liz is like, the police are on the phone. And Juliana's like, wait, what? Why are the cops calling? And then Lizzie's like, uh-oh. Because then they're like, Mila woke up from her coma. It's like, oh, shit. You're in trouble now. And so then they're like, and all they said, but they didn't tell Juliana what Lizzie did. They just said Mila woke up from her coma and they want to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lizzie's like, oh shit. And then she's like, can I wash my hair first and take a shower before we go?
I think she can get away with this though, because she didn't push her, did she? Not
No,
really.
She knocked her down.
It wasn't a deliberate push. Like, she's not going to do a hard time for this. And plus, her mom is loaded. So.
And she's a minor.
And she's a little kid. I think.
Juliana's
plus,
going to buy off the right people with all that money.
Well, I think you would have a good. I mean, it's also somebody's. It's one person's word against another.
Yeah.
No, but then Madison will be like, she threatened me, and then Finley will be like, oh, and she blackmailed me.
Yeah, and then the police would be like, yes, but we have a new wing to Station 19 over here.
And then Drew would be like, oh my God, and then me, she yelled at me.
Well, that'd be for the prosecution, right? I don't know. I think she could win this. I think Liz could win. There's all kinds of movies. I'd like to see a side movie of like a courtroom drama. I also want to see the actual Cinderella production made.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
Yeah.
Oh, so then Allie actually is being nice.
Yeah.
And Allie's like, oh, okay, we're here to support you, Lizzie, and, it's not going to be so bad. And it's like, oh, Allie, what happened to you?
She's terrified of Lizzie. So it better be nice.
So then Lizzie goes into the shower, but she doesn't go into the shower. She goes and she steals the airline tickets.
She turns the water on and then she leaves.
But pretends like she's in the shower. And she steals a credit card.
And she gets a taxi.
And she calls a cab, and she's taking a cab to the airport, and she's talking to the cab driver, and she's like, oh, I'm going to Germany. And the cab driver's like, oh, I wish I could go to Germany.
Let's go together.
And they're talking.
In Germany, we can get married.
Then she sneaks out of the cab. She runs out of the cab.
Well, because the dispatcher called him and was like, do you have a little girl? Because her mom said she ran away. And so they get to a stoplight, and Lizzie jumps out.
Yeah.
Leaves her suitcase in the trunk, too. She doesn't get that. Hey, pop the trunk. I got to run out of here.
And then Allie finds her, right? Well,
she runs into the Philadelphia pizza place. It's called. And she locks herself in the bathroom. That's not going to get her to Germany.
No. And then Allie coaxes her out.
I was going to make a really dark joke, I guess it's not.
I've been saying stuff left and right.
No, I won't. This is too dark. If I'm editing myself, it's bad. I'll tell you off air.
So then I guess, what was it, a year later or 2 years later?
I don't think they ever said. It just it's clearly later in time because now Allie is in her cap and gown getting ready to graduate.
And so then Lizzie is they're getting ready to go to her graduation, and then Juliana says, Lizzie, take your medication. This is your last pill. So then she's done. So we find out Lizzie's been through therapy. She's being taken off of her meds.
Okay.
So they had her on meds, which is good, which more Lifetime movies need to do. Put some of these people on meds. And then they go to take a family picture, and Lizzie gives Allie a gift, a picture of like a sister.
It's like
right?
it's like a card saying you're the big sister ever or something.
And it was a happy ending because I guess since it's a child, they can't really,
Yeah, because I would like to see a little tag of like we find out Liz is evil still.
Yeah, I will say because when she's in the bathroom and she and Allie are connecting and she starts confessing all the stuff she did. She confesses about how she got in the fight with Miss Mila. She confesses how she was researching poison ivy. The one thing she doesn't confess to is the most heinous one, which is she like nearly killed that girl with penicillin.
Oh yeah,
they just glazed right over that at the end of the movie.
Well, she's not going to confess to everything.
She's like, oh, and Bronwyn.
Yeah.
Bronwyn doesn't count. She doesn't feel bad about Bronwyn. That's what we learned from that.
Well, because remember, Finley's like, well, I thought while you're sitting next to Bronwyn, I thought you didn't like her. So she never liked her even before that.
A selective sociopath.
So I got to tell you, I actually enjoyed this movie.
Oh, so did I. It was unhinged.
This little girl was out of control, and yet focused on what she wanted.
She knew what she wanted.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids could learn from this movie. Learn to be focused and learn to set goals. It's very good.
Grind up a lot of pills. You know?
Evil little blonde girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see more of her. I want to see her in more movies. I want to see her in a wrong movie.
I just want to see a wrong movie, period.
Yeah.
We're due for a new wrong movie. We really are.
I want to see her in like a remake of Home Alone, but as the Liz character.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's
So she poisoned
she's
the
poisoning her
robbers.
family, and yeah, the robbers.
Oh.
She's
So instead of going to catch
Poison
the
ivy.
plane, she'd be like, "Mom, I wish my family would go away," and then poison like the eggs in the
yeah,
morning
yeah.
or something.
Everything's
Pancake.
everything's dark and macabre, and yeah, she could do it.
I would watch that.
I think they did something like that on SNL. They did sort of a dark version of Home Alone.
Yeah, it
Well-
was like the house was still booby trapped for the burglars,
Right, yeah.
and the family walks into all of it at the end of the movie. Yeah, Ariana
Well,
Grande played
Hybrid-
Macaulay.
That's right. Yeah.
Hybrid needs to make a version.
Well,
of
all we
Home
need to
Alone.
do is reach out to Noel A. Zanich.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's got the money, or she does. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
No.
He's got
Noel,
more
you
money
have
than
an idea?
Juliana.
Yes.
I have a mutual friend with Macaulay Culkin.
Really?
Yeah, so we might be able to hook him up,
Okay.
He could be the dad.
put him in this Home Alone sequel.
Yeah. He could be the dad this time.
Okay.
I'd watch. I would totally watch.
I think we got a movie. And then what was yours, Jason? You had the one about the genie, so you got that.
The
So if we get a
genealogist. Yeah.
So if we get a 3-picture deal, we only need one more.
Sure, we
Good
can
stuff.
come
We
up
could
with
do-
something.
Yeah, I think so.
Madison. We could do a Madison movie.
Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, if you want to find me, you can find me at my website, leskirkendallbarrett.com, or on Instagram at leskirkendall. Jason.
Please, wherever you listen to your podcast, go on there, rate, review, subscribe. It helps more people find the show. You can find us all on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Lifetime of Hallmark Podcast, on TikTok at Lifetime of Hallmark Pod, and on Blue Sky at Lifetime of Hallmark. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Big Shot Jason. Kurt.
I am in. Well, you can listen to me on episodes of the Shelf Shedding Movie Podcast. Our friend Jason DeBray, and Les is on some episodes of that as well. And that's pretty much it.
And we are now on YouTube. So if you want to look at us, go to A Lifetime of Hallmark on YouTube, and you can see us.
I guess that's
And
it.
that's it.
That's it.
I think that's it. I think we said all we have to say.
Yes. Don't fuck with Lizzie. She'll get you. All right, I guess that's it. Bye.
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 Like the internet at large. I just realized, could you hear the intro?
No.
Okay. Hold, please. We're going to start over.
Okay.